Warning: the following content may include elements such as peak delusionality, mental instability, and heartbreak. Viewer discretion is advised. I posted a poll on my Instagram story asking if you guys still wanted to hear about my DL Survivor story time. One person voted yes so far, so really that's all I needed for me to go ahead and give y'all the tell-all. Brace yourself for the trauma, the heartache, the heartbreak, everything. I'm about to put it all on the table for you. It all starts in December of 2019, my sophomore year of high school. Woo! Okay, we didn't need no visual. But the year was 2019. It's my second year of high school, and everyone was booed up so bad. And I remember just being there and just thinking like, fuck, I don't got no man. Like, I'm sitting here and I'm looking cute as shit, and nobody is like really taking the initiative to get to know a real one. Like, it was a really big issue. And so my friends would hear about it all the time. I'm sorry, I was that bitch that was gonna get some shit off my chest. Like, real friends are gonna like hear you out and hear what you going through and everything. And my friends did just that. I had one friend in particular that I was telling about, and I said like, this is so annoying because not only have I been single all throughout high school, but I've like never had like a boyfriend ever really. And it was just really hard for me. I started to feel like I was the problem, but I mean, look at me, bitch. Like, I'm not the fucking problem. What the fuck is it? So boom, I'm talking to my friend, putting all my emotions on the table. Like, bitch, I'm like on the verge of crying. I'm like, fuck, I want a man, I want a man, I want a man. And she tells me that she knows a guy. She told me his name was James. She told me that he had recently discovered he was bisexual, or at least that he was like bi-curious or something like that, but he wanted to explore a little bit more of the MLM side. And I said, okay, bet, like, let's do that. I was like, okay, well, do you have a picture of James or what? And she was like, no, I don't really have one. Like, he has Instagram, but he only has like 50 followers, doesn't post anything, that whole spiel. Didn't even know what he looked like, didn't even know nothing, but I knew that I was on a mission to figure out who James was. So fast forward a little bit, I'm with that same friend talking in the hallway and whatnot, and in the midst of the conversation, she's like, oh my gosh, look, that's James. I turned around like, I felt geeked off rip off of some little white boy from the corner. Like, from that moment, it was up and stuck. Like, fuck. So I turned to my friend and I'm like, are you gonna introduce me or what? Like, what's going on? What's up with James? Like, James, I'm trying to swerve in that lane. And she said, oh yeah, like, you want me to put a word in for you? Like, I got you, don't even trip. So I said, okay, bet, period. So fast forward, I don't really exactly remember how it happened, but at some point we got each other on Snapchat and we was texting, just hella getting to know each other. Like, yeah, it was like a little flirt here and there. Like, I'll admit it, we was flirting, but at the core, it was like love, bonding, trust, real friendship. It all just happened so fast, and I was all like, wow, like finally, like I've been praying to the gods about this, like a man that seems to like me. So as I'm texting him, I'm like, you know, getting to know him, getting to know like who he's cool with. One of the things that he had mentioned was that he had a best friend named Carter, and I was all like, Carter, I know that guy. Like, is it the same Carter that's dating a girl named Naomi? And he was like, yeah, it is. And I said, wait, because Naomi's like my best friend. Like, we all need to get together and hang out. And he was down for the antics. He said, hell yeah, like, let's make it happen. So the plans are made. Boom, fast forward. Now we're all getting ready to hang out with each other. We all meet up, and it's the four of us, and we're just chilling at a park, just vibing out. Me and Naomi, we was having a key. Like, Naomi was a very fun girl. You would never be bored with her. I can say that for sure. It got to a point where we low-key forgot the boys was there. But of course, like, the time came where it was like, okay, let's go ahead and focus on our mans. Like, she turned to Carter and I turned to James. I was trying to talk to James, but he wasn't really like trying to talk, nothing like that. And I was so confused because I was like, James, like, this can't be the same James that was just texting me good morning and everything, like asking me about my day, like sending me red hearts and everything. Like, James, why are you acting so strange? James, what's going on? And then I would look over at Naomi and Carter, and it's like they're over here playing around, joking and laughing. Like, you could tell that they were just like in love. And I was sad. I was so sad. We was just sitting in silence. Like, James was over here playing with wood chips. I'm over here getting ready to play with wood chips just so that I could relate to him. James and I were literally sitting there like this. So eventually we get to the end of the hangout, and you know, Carter and Naomi, I think they just like branched off. I don't really know where they went, but they just vanished, and it was just me and James. And James is all like, hey, like, I think my dad's not home. Like, nobody's home right now. Like, do you want to come over? And I was like, well, yes. So now we walking. And we going to his house and we just walking and yapping, and I noticed like finally he's opening up to me. Now he's actually talking. Like it doesn't feel like I'm talking to a brick wall anymore. So we get to his house, we go inside, I meet his dog and everything, which is like a really big step for me. Like I don't know, you just don't meet just anybody's dog. Like come on. We go to his bedroom and it's not really much going on. He's just like showing me little knickknacks, some Funko Pops and his PC setup, which I'm here for. Like I'm a geek, so like I'm here for all that. Then we get to the point where it's like that flirting strikes back up again, and I was all like, where is this going? Like what's about to go on? The room was getting like low-key steamy. I said, ooh, it's foggy in here. I was like, are we about to kiss or what? And right as we're about to take it there,
what was that?
And he was like, oh shit, I think my dad is coming home right now. Really? This is happening right now?
Yes, this is happening right now.
So what do? Like, I can't just walk out the front door.
Maybe you could jump out the window.
I don't want to jump out the fucking window, bitch.
Okay, then get in the closet.
What did he say?
It's crazy how the tables turn. It felt so symbolic. I just was like, wow, this is crazy. It felt like an eye-opening experience, because I haven't been in the closet for a while at that point. Like, all my friends knew what was up with me, but nobody knew that James was gay. And just being in his closet, I said, wow, I'm out, but for him, he's still in this bitch. Anyways, his dad and him are talking for like 15 minutes, and then his dad leaves, and then I come out of the closet. I'm talking to him, like he's a little bit shaken up because he said,
wow, that was just like too close for comfort, like I almost got caught up. You should leave.
What is Damn. Me? Why I gotta leave? We was just vibing 2 seconds ago. What changed? But you know, I stand by mine, so if that's what he wanted, let me just take my big ass out. What if somebody tried to snatch my petite ass up? It was dark outside. I was like, I don't want to walk out in the dark. And so he was like, okay, fine, I'll walk you home. So we're walking home and we're just talking, and I was all like, when are you gonna come out to your family? Like, we can't keep hiding like this no more. Like, this needs to end. And he said, soon, babe, soon. I said, we will fight through this. And he gave me a hug, and then I walked inside, and that was that night. Fast forward. It's about a week after our initial hangout, and it's coming up on the weekend, and he shoots me a text saying like, hey, I'm gonna be at my mom's house this weekend. She's a little bit more open to having company. Like, you should pull up and spend the night. And I was like, well, yes. I was excited, but low-key nervous, because I was like, if I'm spending the night, does that mean we gon'... James was a mega freak in the DMs down. I was like, damn, he out-freaked me. It's always the nerd. I pack my bag immediately. My dad drops me off. Boom, I'm at his mama's house meeting his mama. And she was so sweet. She was like actually an angel. Girl, shout out to you. Fast forward, we're in the loft playing on his Wii, and we're playing Mario Kart. And honestly, it was a pretty chill hangout at first. You guys know how it goes. One person starts flirting and the other person starts flirting right back, and then before you know it, somehow we're in the bedroom. I was all like, wow. And I'm not gonna give you all the details on that, but what I will say is that it happened a few times. One thing that I found really weird was that after we did the deed, he didn't want to sleep in the same bed as me. He had me sleep in his pitch black, cold ass bedroom all by myself in this bed, while he went and slept in the loft. And that was a moment that I genuinely was like, okay, what the fuck? Like, I thought we've been waiting for this. Like, that's what I was waiting for. I just was ready to cuddle up with somebody, honestly. We sleep through the night, the next morning rolls in, and now he won't even talk to me. The only thing that he said that day was, when is your ride coming? I let him know my dad was on the way and right around the corner, and he said, okay. And we sat in silence. Like, we didn't talk about anything. We didn't talk about the night before. Like, it was wrapped. I was really confused, honestly. I was just like, damn. It's like that. But anyways, my dad picks me up and I end up going home. Fast forward. Now we're coming up on the next week of school. It's Monday morning and I wake up. I didn't have a good morning text. Odd, because I've had a good morning text every other day. And I don't want to tweak out right now, but like, what's going on? Because he's already been moving weird before. I was like, what did I do? I was just confused. I had to initiate it myself. I had to start up all the conversations when really it wasn't like that just 2 days ago. So I didn't understand. It's very minimal. Like, I'm getting 1 or 2 word responses. And on top of that, when I get a response, it's literally like 2 responses out of the entire day. And it was like that for like a majority of the week before I finally just like snapped. So I end up sending a text and I'm like, what's going on? We need to talk, because I'm fed up and it's hurting my feelings a little bit. I ended up telling him, you know, I feel like you just used me. Hey, is anybody else low-key feeling bad for this guy? That's what it's giving, because it's not matching up. And he ended up giving me a response that was all like, I'm sorry, I just been busy with school and sports and stuff like that. And when I got that response, I really got irritated, because I was like, were you not dealing with sports and school T-minus 1 week ago? Like, what? So I ended up putting my foot down. I said, James, look, if you want to be with the big ZZ, I'm gonna need to see you put in that effort. I'm not taking no half-ass relationship. Love is a two-way street. And I thought we was both whipping cars. Bitch, what am I talking about? You know what his response was? Okay. He didn't give a fuck. But I was just glad I put my foot down. I communicated how I felt, and I was expecting to see change. And can you guys guess what happened next? He didn't fucking change. So, I mean, but are we surprised? No. And it really sucks, because at the end of the week, there was a winter block party going on, and everybody was asking their lovers to go to the winter block party, but he didn't ask me. And I wasn't about to ask him, because what do I look like?
A dummy, bitch.
Because what did you expect? So I ended up going by myself. Except I wasn't really by myself. I went with Naomi and Carter. And I mean, I had a blast, really. I didn't even think about James for a majority of the time. Then I looked around, and everybody was kissing. Everybody had their man or their woman, and I didn't have nobody. Until who's walking through the rain pulling up on us right now? James. So you knew about the winter block party, but you didn't even invite me? You were gonna pull up without me? And like, yeah, he hella did. I mean, that's exactly what he did, actually. He didn't even like really talk to me. He didn't talk to me the entire time. And that really bugged me. He spent most of the night talking to Carter. And I was over here talking to Naomi, and I was all like, girl, I'm confused. Like, I'm confused and I'm angry and I'm getting really upset about this. I was like, should I talk to him about it? And Naomi was all like, you should just talk to him. Just tell him how you're feeling. Green light. Immediately. So I march up to him. I'm like, James, we need to talk about this, because what is going on? I pull him to the side and I'm like, James, like, we spent these past few weeks getting to know each other. I told you about pieces of me. You told me about pieces of you. Why are you moving so weird with me? Like, this doesn't make sense. Like, 1 second you say you love me, and then the next you just treat me like I'm dust on a window, bitch. Like, it's not making sense, and it's making me tweak out. Like, this shit is really getting frustrating. He was like, you need to calm down. We've only known each other for a few weeks. James, how dare you? How dare you throw everything that we worked to build away? You don't care about me. I was like, did you ever even love me? He said no.
Oh no!
I was crushed. I said, get me out of here, girl. I left so fast. And then I got home, I went straight to my room, turned off all the lights.
Why the hell is you crying?
Bitch, I'm crying bad. Like, I cried so much, like, I think I lost weight. I didn't want to show my face to nobody. I felt like Boo-Boo the Fool to the max. Like, that was so embarrassing. And to make matters worse, while I was in my depressive pit, literally going through it over this boy, I go on Snapchat and I look under his name, it says pending. He blocked me.
I can't believe it, Jesus. I can't believe it.
So I just stayed in my room, isolated throughout winter break, binge playing Life is Strange and Life is Strange 2 and all of the Walking Dead games. That's where I was at. And that was my story with DL number 1. DL number 1. Number 1. 1. You know, James actually ended up apologizing for all of that 2 years later. Listen, if you are messing with a DL in any case, like, this goes beyond the gay boys, you need to stop. Know your worth, queen. Keep your head up. Yeah.